What if the key to happiness lies in accepting what we cannot control? We all struggle with anxiety and stress, and these challenges can disrupt our peace of mind. Today, we journey through the wisdom of Epictetus, where we'll discover how to find inner peace. With these 12 quotes, let's dive into the Stoic philosophy that can transform our daily lives. Quote 1, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Our journey begins with understanding that our responses, not external events, dictate our peace. Imagine getting caught in the rain. You can either curse the clouds or dance in the downpour. It's all about choosing your reaction. This quote reminds us that life isn't about the events themselves, but how we interpret and respond to them. By focusing on our reactions, we can maintain our inner peace even when the world around us seems chaotic. It's the difference between letting life control you or you controlling your life through your responses. This shift in perspective can transform adversity into opportunity, fostering resilience and a serene mind. When we respond with positivity or acceptance, we not only maintain our peace but can also inspire others to do the same in their own lives. Quote 2, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Building on our reaction to situations, Epictetus advises us to listen more. Listening fosters understanding and reduces conflicts, leading to inner tranquility. It's like being in a noisy room. Peace comes from tuning into the right sounds. This isn't just about hearing, it's about understanding, empathy and learning. In conversations, if we listen more, we're less likely to jump to conclusions or argue, making our interactions smoother and more peaceful. Listening attentively means we're open to new perspectives, which can broaden our own, reducing the friction in our lives. By truly hearing others, we acknowledge their existence and worth, which in turn promotes a peaceful coexistence. Quote 3, "He who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh at." Following our listening skills, this quote encourages self-humor. By laughing at our own quirks, we disarm our ego, which often disrupts inner peace. It's akin to being your own best friend, always finding joy even in solitude. There's profound liberation in not taking ourselves too seriously. Self-deprecation can be a powerful tool for resilience, allowing us to bounce back from failures with a smile, keeping our peace intact. When we can laugh at ourselves, we're showing a level of acceptance and humility that counters the stress and anxiety that come from perfectionism or fear of judgment. This laughter not only lightens our mood, but also makes us more relatable and endearing to others. Quote 4, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will." Now, simply put, we must let go of what we can't control. Worrying about the uncontrollable is like trying to stop the wind with your hands, futile and exhausting. Peace comes from focusing on what we can influence. This quote is a call to action for mental decluttering, urging us to focus our energies on what we can change rather than what we cannot, thereby nurturing our inner calm. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means understanding where our power lies and using it wisely. This approach not only conserves our energy, but also directs it towards more fruitful endeavors, reducing the mental noise that prevents peace. Quote 5, "The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best." After letting go, we choose our companions wisely. Just as we control our reactions, we can choose our environment. Surrounding ourselves with positivity is like planting seeds in fertile soil. They're bound to grow into something beautiful. The people we spend time with can either drain us or inspire us. By choosing those who lift us, we're cultivating an environment conducive to personal growth and peace. This choice is about more than just avoiding negativity. It's about actively seeking out those who challenge us to be better, who support our aspirations, and who share in our joy and sorrow alike. Such companions magnify our efforts towards inner peace, making the journey less solitary and more enriching. Quote 6, "First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." With the right company, we define our self-image. This quote pushes us toward action that aligns with our ideals. It's the difference between dreaming of being a gardener and actually tending to your plants, nurturing growth and peace. Self-definition is the first step towards self-actualization. By clearly envisioning who we want to be, our actions naturally follow, leading us closer to inner peace through purpose and achievement. This isn't about setting unrealistic goals, but about understanding our potential and striving to meet it. When our actions reflect our true desires and values, we find a profound sense of peace in living authentically. Quote 7. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Continuing this process of self-improvement, we must not fear looking foolish. Peace comes from learning, not from always appearing wise. It's like a child learning to walk, falling often, but never giving up. The willingness to appear foolish for the sake of growth is essential. It's through these moments of vulnerability that we learn the most, fostering a peace that comes from self-acceptance and continuous improvement. When we let go of the need to always be right or look smart, we open ourselves up to learning experiences that would otherwise be missed, leading to a deeper, more resilient form of peace. Quote 8. Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. After being okay with looking foolish, we live our philosophy. Actions speak louder than words. Embodying peace is more effective than just talking about it. It's like teaching by example, where your life becomes the lesson. When we live our beliefs, we not only find peace within ourselves, but also influence others positively, creating a ripple effect of tranquility. This quote challenges us to be the change we wish to see, to demonstrate through our daily lives the peace and virtues we advocate. By embodying our philosophy, we make it tangible, real, and impactful, leading by example rather than by lecture. Quote 9. Men are disturbed not by things, but by the principles and notions which they form concerning things. Building on embodying our philosophy, this quote reminds us that our interpretations, not events, create our reality. Peace is found by challenging our perceptions, like realizing a shadow isn't a monster, but just an absence of light. This is about cognitive restructuring. By changing our interpretation of events, we can maintain peace even in adversity. It's a reminder that our peace is often disturbed not by external events, but by our own mental constructs about them. By questioning these constructs, we can reshape our reality into one that fosters peace rather than disturbance. Quote 10. If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it. Further deepening our understanding of perception, this quote teaches us to question our judgments. Pain isn't from the event, but from how we interpret it. It's akin to choosing to see a half-empty glass as half full. By reframing our judgments, we can turn potential sources of stress into opportunities for peace, focusing on solutions rather than problems. This notion encourages us to delve into our emotional responses, understanding that often what we perceive as pain or suffering is a concoction of our own making based on fear, expectation, or misunderstanding. Quote 11. Freedom is secured not by the fulfilling of one's desires, but by the removal of desire. As we manage our judgments, we also manage our desires. True peace comes from not needing what we don't have, similar to finding contentment in a simple meal rather than craving a feast that's never quite satisfying. This speaks to the Stoic idea of living in accordance with nature, where true freedom and peace are found in simplicity and the absence of unending wants. By reducing our desires, we're not limiting our joy, but expanding our contentment, finding peace in what is rather than what could be. This liberation from desire also means less dependency on external conditions for our happiness, leading to a more stable, serene state of being. Quote 12. Only the educated are free. Finally, all these steps lead to true freedom and peace through education, not just of facts, but of the self. Understanding oneself and the world leads to liberation from unnecessary suffering, much like a bird learning to soar beyond its cage. Education here is broad. It's about learning from life, from our mistakes, and from the wisdom of others. It's through this education that we truly find peace, as we navigate life with more wisdom, less ignorance, and a heart open to growth. By educating ourselves, we're not just gaining knowledge, we're gaining the tools for self-mastery, empathy and resilience, all of which are foundational for a peaceful existence. If these quotes have resonated with you, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more transformative content. Until next time, keep seeking, keep learning and keep finding peace within.